Y'all, he's done it again. He's back at it again. He's back at it again. Being good, being God, being faithful. Testimony. I got one. So I have been applying for this organization for some months. I had been applying for months. I finally got an interview. I didn't get called back for the first one that I did. Be not dismayed. So I kept applying, applied to, I don't even know, countless numbers of positions within this organization. So finally, I got 2 more interviews, and those both went well, and I got offered a position for both. Now, the first option, initially, I wanted to go with that because initially, this is the key to the testimony. Initially, it paid more, and I was going to be able to start earlier. With the second option, I had to go through a process to see how much they were going to pay me, to see if I could get approved to come in at a higher pay because of my degree. And I was going to be starting a month later than the first option. So, of course, according to human knowledge, why would I want to start a month later? And why would I want to go with the chance of not being paid the same amount or more? But I was seeking God about it, and I just perceived that the second option, although it was second, it just seemed to be a better fit as far as my long-term goals, and I was just going to trust him with the process of seeing what the pay would be. So fast forward, I told the first, this was a total leap of faith. I told the first option, I was like, hey, I'm deciding to go with I decided to take a different position. And meanwhile, while I'm saying that, I still didn't know what the pay was going to be for the second position. I just knew I had a word in that God is faithful. That's all I had. And so fast forward, the process ended up going well as far as me being approved for the salary. And mind you, months ago, whenever I was writing the vision and making it plain, the pay that I'm getting now is in that range that I asked God for. Hallelujah. And even before I got the approval for the salary, God was letting me know that sometimes the first option isn't always the best option. Lean not to your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge him, and he will direct your path. And do y'all know, I was so I keep some notes in my phone, and I was just going through my notes, and I saw the note of the pay for the first option. And I said, wait, is there a mistake here? Because I wish I could run. This is the same pay that I'm getting for the second option, because initially I thought the second option was going to be less pay. God is so good. So when I looked at that, I said, no, this is not a mistake, because I saw that the email of the person for the first option was above that. So I was like, no, this is what they were going to pay me. But it's this, I waited on God, and he gave me the desire of my heart. Delight yourself in the Lord, commit your way to him, and he will give you the desire of your heart. So when I waited and I trusted in him, when he told me to not take the first option, because the second option was going to be better for me, he still made a way for me to get the exact same pay, because I thought it was going to be a pay cut, and I wasn't sure what the pay was going to be for the second option. But sometimes God just wants, all the time, he just wants us to trust him. And me trusting him, that note that I went back to was just a record of how good and faithful he is, because the second option, which really ended up being the ultimate option, the best option, is paying me the same as the first option, but I just had to wait a little bit. So wait on the Lord, and he will renew your strength. He is so good. I love y'all.